You must have heard about the death, or murder to say, of Charlie Kirk by one 22-year-old white Christian terrorist called Tyler Robinson. Now, it becomes concerning because white folks keep killing, they keep shooting. Now, they are not killing, one person, just two persons. Some are involving themselves in mass shooting. And these are the kind of news happenings you would expect to come out from, let's say, Africa, let's say Afghanistan, Pakistan, like Syria. I mean, these are the places the media has associated terrorism, murder, and these, activities with. But white folks, they keep committing these crimes. Now, they are not given a terrorist tag, and we are still even made to believe that these places are way safer than, let's say, these other countries or these other continents that have been profiled for terrorism to say. Let us leave Tory Robinson aside. I mean, he killed one person. Well, I'm a Muslim, and one life, taking a life, is just the same thing as taking the life of the whole of mankind. Tyler killed one person, Charlie Kirk, just 22-year-old. Why don't we look at others? In 2019, we had Brenton Tarrant. He wrote, I think, a 74-page manifesto. He went into a mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand, and then he killed 51 Muslims inside the mosque. And I think he also left around 86 people injured. That is one individual. When you go there to Africa, you see, okay, fine. Maybe you go to northern Nigeria. Oh, we have Boko Haram. Okay, some places in the Middle East, you have ISIS, you have Al Qaeda, and all that. But they go there, they kill 10 people, 20 people. It takes a group of people, or probably, maybe suicide bombing, something like that. But it takes a group to plan that and to do that. But white folks, they are single-handedly killing people in multitude. Why don't we leave Brenton Tarrant alone? There is another, that is Anders Breivik. He should be 46 years old by now. He killed 51 worshippers. He killed 77 people in Oslo, that is Norway, at a youth summer camp. And then he had this far right ideology. If you check the manifesto of Brenton Tarrant, he was against immigrants. He thinks Europe is losing its values and all that. And as Breivik, he killed 77 people in Oslo. He was not branded a terrorist. We don't know if he's an atheist terrorist. We don't know if he's a, I mean, if someone commits a crime and then we think it is necessary to call him an Islamic terrorist because of what probably fueled his ideology. Okay, let's take that. We are going to agree to disagree. If he's a Christian, then if he's motivated by Christianity, he becomes a Christian terrorist. If he's motivated by white supremacy, he becomes a white terrorist. If he's, motivated by maybe far right ideas, he becomes a far right terrorist. But no, we call them a man. We say they have mental health issues. We say they are angered. Not just that. We have Dylann Roof in the USA. That was in 2015. He shot and killed 9 parishioners at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. A single guy killed 9 black people. What's happened to him? Is he a terrorist? What is religion? What ideology fueled his action? Are we giving him that tag? or it has to be an Abdullah from the Middle East, or it has to be a Bashir from somewhere in Africa, and then it says, oh, he's motivated because this, they are, they are doing this to Muslims, and then we brand him. We even brand him as a sheikh, someone who probably doesn't pray, who probably does not or cannot even read the Quran correctly. We brand him, give him a sheikh, says an ustad. He says he's a devout Muslim. He's been reading the Quran from when he was 9. We have Patrick Crusius, if that is the correct pronunciation. He carried out the El Paso Walmart mass shooting, and he killed 23 people. Who was he targeting? Latinos. That is Patrick there. He single-handedly killed 23 people, and he targeted Latinos. Was he branded a terrorist? What was he motivated by? Have we associated that with him? Have we branded him with that tag? We have Robert Bowers. In 2018, he attacked the Tree of Life synagogue in Pittsburgh, and he killed 11 Jewish worshippers. 11 people. And this continues to happen. And when are we going to start talking about this? How do we brand them? Do they become branded by their race, by their religion, only when they are Arabs or they are from Africa and they are Muslim, and then you say a black whatever? And if it's Muslim and he has beards, it becomes a terrorist. Someone goes somewhere, he kills 2 people. You don't think twice. He said Allahu Akbar. He is a terrorist. Yeah. He is a terrorist, an Islamic terrorist. What of Brenton Tarrant? He was a white supremacist. As a matter of fact, Charlie Kirk, who died himself, was a white terrorist. Because why? He supported the murder, the genocide against the Palestinians. And the shooter, Tyler Robinson, who is he? A white Christian terrorist. But the media will never say that. You would never read that. You will never see that kind of branding or tag in the media because there's an agenda. Now, it is not up to us to start rewriting the narrative. We either accept that a murderer, a criminal, is a criminal. We either accept that a terrorist is a terrorist, regardless of his race, of his tribe, of his color, of his religion, of his motivation. He's a terrorist. But what will not happen is that we accept these double standards. If it is logical, if it is reasonable, if it is justifiable to associate or to attribute or to tag or brand someone a terrorist along with what motivated them and their color, so then someone kills 77 people. Why don't we also call him a white terrorist? Or is killing 77 people not terror enough? And this is where we need a kind of intellectual revolution. We have to change the narrative. If the media does not stop associating Islam with terrorists, associating the black color with terror, with crime, you say a black thief, a black shoplifter, all this and all that. White folks do this as well. And what do? We call them by their names. We give them soft landing. We use the euphemisms. He was sick, depressed, trauma, mental health issues, and what's not. The time to act is now, and you should be a part of that movement. Let's change the narrative.